What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome to episode 48 of my FIFA 14 Road to Gold Around the World series. Welcome back guys, we're getting close to the 50 mark, which is pretty impressive at this start of, well, FIFA 14 only coming out in around September. Well, I probably could have done a bit more episodes, but it's a large improvement compared to what I did in FIFA 13. Hopefully, we can cover the majority of leagues. As you can see now, literally every player in our trade list, transfer list, whatever you want to call it, has now sold except that gold Wijnaldum there. I think I will eventually get rid of or just leave him in my team. But as you can see there, we have 9 points on the board, picking up 2 wins, a loss, another win, and then a loss. So not doing too bad with this squad. Seems to be performing quite well. El Kabir and Igboniki up front seems to be in a fairly good part up there as well. We come up into the first game of this episode. Comes against a Serie A squad here. As you can see, there's some very nice players. Chiellini, I think that's Barzaghi at the back. Cristito. We've got Maicon. Some very pacey players and some very strong players indeed. But 24th minute. Whips in a corner here onto the head of De Rossi, and he's going to smack that home. It's going to make that 1-0 there. And then moving to the 33rd minute here. Nice work by El Kabir. Find a ball into Borges here. Unfortunately, gets tackled by Diamante, but loose pass falls to the path of Moro. Quick through ball into Igboniki. He's going to finesse that into the corner to go and make that 1-1 in the 35th minute there. He then gets another free corner, then another one straight after that. Whips this corner in onto the head of Chiellini there. And to make that 2-1 in the 44th minute. Fairly frustrating to go and concede 2 corners. But a quick over-the-top ball from a counter-attack. I do believe that was another corner, leaving the Haas defence. El Kabir goes on through. Unfortunately, that gets saved, but I believe that is Heisen there is on to get the scraps there. To go and make that 2-2 just before half-time. A nice time to score there. Moving to the 59th minute here. Heisen here does some nice work on the outside book. Finds some space and drills that into the path of the keeper, who unfortunately saves that and palms that out for a corner there. This is our turn for the corners. Ricardinho is going to whip this bad boy in on to a head of Borges, I do believe. And falls to the path of El Kabir, who's going to swing that ball across over a kick into the path of Borges there. An absolute fantastic finish to go and make that 3-2. A very, very nice finish indeed to go and get the win there. Moving to the 82nd minute here. I'm playing defensively. Unfortunately, Di Natale absolutely powers through my defence. Cuts in 5, find a through ball into Muriel, who bounces. Keeper saves 1, but it falls straight into the path of Diamante, who's going to make that 3-3 there. And that's kind of annoying, but picking the ball up in defence, and I do believe that is coming to the end of the game. As you can see there, drawing that game 3-3, but that means we now have got the 10 points, so we're not going to get relegated anymore, which is pretty decent, and hopefully we can just carry on ploughing through, getting the promotion as well as the division win at least. As you can see there, a fairly even game. He had a bit more possession and stuff like that, but shots were even, and it's probably the deserved scoreline. Got 3 wins now, 1 draw and 2 losses, so not doing too bad with this all-silver squad with the bronze player out right back. Some fairly nice players, and I recommend it if you're looking for a silver squad. Could work quite well, especially in that formation. But we come up into the second game of this episode. Come against a BPL squad. Look at that pace up front. Walcott, Eto'o, and Schürrle. Wasn't liking this too much in the 4-3-3, which automatically means it's going to be a bad game by anyone's means. Moving to the 35th minute here. Pass it out from my goalkeeper. Nice pass into the path of Theo Walcott. But an interception from Coulson here. But I'm just left here. The fence is just left absolutely broken. Walcott spreads past and has a shot. And I just absolutely failed to get rid of this ball, and it eventually does trickle in to the back of the net with Anderlecht Schürrle there, scoring not the best of goals, but that made it 1-0. Move just before half-time here. Moro here picks the ball up. Igboniki taking some time over the top ball into the path of El Kabir. David Luiz pongs that straight into him. And what a fantastic volleyed finish there. Just before half time to go and make that 1-1. Move straight into the second half. Some nice passing moves. Quick 1-2s down the field. El Kabir unfortunately gets unlucky, but gets that header straight back into his path and heads that home to go and make that 2-1 in the 49th minute here. Move all the way to the 79th minute here. Heisen picks up this ball. Unfortunately gets tackled, but a nice play from, I believe that was our centre mid, in front of the path of El Kabir. El Kabir through ball into Heisen, who's going to cut inside, cut back across, swing that ball in into the head of Igboniki, who I believe is, I'm not too sure, I don't think his heading is that good, but he seems to be winning quite a few headers at the back post, which is always nice to see from a striker. But that made it 3-2, and then this is the 90th minute here, and I believe that was the actual final score there. Getting another win under our belts and ploughing on through this season. With another 3 points. I believe that is 13 points now in total. Let's have a quick look at the match details here. As you can see there, Possession, I had a bit more, and shots, I had one more shot on target than him. So again, a fairly even game, but I just put away my chances that game. And his first goal was probably a stupid mistake, so I'm not too sure. I was happy with the 3-1 win, but we're going to go into the third game of this episode and final episode. Some nice, quick games going on here. Some fairly close games. Picking up a draw, a win, and hopefully we can finish off a win with another win. Come against a Bundesliga squad here. Mainly Borussia players with a bit of Bayern Munich and Elia as well in the addition of that squad there. But we're going to the 27th minute here. Unfortunately, lose the ball on the attack here. But he pings the ball down into the our half. Aubameyang here. Doing some defensive duties there, and that ball going out for a throw-in. And I was trying to get this throw-in to happen really fast, and wasn't taking a bit too much time. Borges here unfortunately loses the ball and into the path of Jakub Blaszczykowski, headed that ball out into the path of Heisen, who sees it the over-the-top run of El Kabir there, who does some fairly decent work to find the free ball into Iboniki. He's not going to miss from there for a fairly easy finesse shot into the bottom of the net to go and make that 1-0. Then move all the way to the 79th minute here, and we go and head that out. He goes and we go and pick up a throw-in, sorry. And but this was the throw-in I was previously talking about. I was trying to get this ball to go out fairly quick, and I stupidly just played it straight into his player. Really should have called the player over because he goes on a counter-attack. Look at the blue shirts in that box. Mkhitaryan here does some nice work. Gets fairly lucky for that ball to fall in his path, and he's going to put that into the back of the net in the 83rd minute there to go and make that 1-1, which I was pretty angry about. We go all the way to the 87th minute here. Nyman, he's going to be running down the bronze right back, cuts inside, and we're going to go and win a corner here in the 87th minute. What can we do with this? Ricardinho is going to whip this corner in the 88th minute. And on the head of our centre-back, comes off the bar. But eventually, what the hell is going on in that box? But somehow, that ball falls in the back of the head from Mats Hummels there with a big old OG. Let's have a quick replay of this. That is an absolute clusterfuck. And as soon as Hummels got up, that's some FIFA dirty tricks there. That is wizardry. Absolute magic. But we go and pick up a win, so that is the second win of this episode, as well as a draw. So I've been beating this episode, that's pretty decent. Go and click that like button for that skills there. But we're going to go and have a quick look at the match facts. And as you can see here, he had a load more possession, shots were even again, which is probably roughly the same. But still, we go and pick up that win, get fairly lucky at the end. But that means we are now promoted, picking up 16 points, only needing one win, I believe, from 2 games, maybe. Maybe a bit more. But guys, this is coming to the end of the episode. We're going to quickly apply a fitness card onto the players, as well as doing some club maintenance. But guys, if you like this, remember to click that button. Also remember to subscribe. Stay tuned to do this, and any feedback in the comments would be appreciated. This has been Courage. Doing this time. Adios!